hold on. I'm kind of being given some information, and it feels like it's for both of us at this point. So again, I'm feeling good. Spiritual team.
Brilliant.
We're really moving into what they're telling me now is we're moving into a time when people need to start looking at healing from this personal perspective. They're kind of saying we need to take accountability for our own healing, our own diet, our own nutrition. That's kind of what they're saying. And they're saying we're moving into this realm now where we need to stop looking at other people to having the answers for what's going on inside of us. We're starting to see more and more that they're saying that the Western medicine, the clinical approach, has been failing people. They're not getting political, but they're just talking about from this health perspective. They're wanting people to really start taking on, and they're talking about, Carol's really done this. You are doing this now. You are in this phase. Owning our own choices, our own decisions, the ramifications of those decisions, what has happened to us, and moving into those healing modalities that will help us. And so as you and I and society as a whole is what they're saying, move into this eco-responsible word as they're using. Eco, that's an interesting word, eco-responsible. I don't know why they're using that word. I don't understand it, but eco-responsible manner where we take on our own healing. We're going to get more and more away from the Western medicine traditions, and we're going to embrace these individual healing modalities that people need. And this person may need energy and emotional healing along with some, holistic approaches. This person may need that clinical approach, but then they may need this and this and this. It needs to become this well-rounded medical approach, so that Western traditional clinical is going to have to die off as more and more people embrace healing from the multimodal type of functionality is kind of what they're saying. So that stopped. So that's done. So does that make sense?
It totally. I mean, I was just, yesterday or whenever I was saying to someone I'd love to live next to a hospital for integrated medicine, where they use the full gamut.
That's what they're saying. Now, I don't know what they meant.
I totally understand that, and I totally
society agree. They're going this. All of society is going through that. So they're kind of saying, so yes, it stinks that more and more people are having these challenging issues, right? Spirit's now saying it's terrible that people are having all of these health challenges. He goes, but I don't know why I said that, but somebody male is going. He is saying we need to go through these different challenges at a societal level so that we can shift healing and medicine into an integrative approach that cannot happen without having all of these individuals at a soul contract level agreeing to have these challenging experiences that will manifest in later in society, way down the road, right after we're gone, incarnate in other bodies, where this integrative form of medicine now is the norm. So we are creating that shift at a soul level that we may not be benefiting from directly ourselves, but we're bringing and birthing that into society by virtue of us going through our challenges.
Yes. This is so much what I believe in. It's so much what I'm feeling as well. This feels totally true.
That's new. That's new for me. So that's because I have not heard that before. So that's kind of an interesting perspective. I hadn't really looked at it that way.
Well, this is what I've been observing across the board, listening to various people online, and reading books and all that. And also feeling for myself, looking at, I have two sons who are mid-20s, and looking at how they receive information and passing on, because let's face it, having a mother who is not well is a bore. And I've got one who is very analytical, very left-brained, the other one's more right-brain musician, completely different approach. But at the end of the day, they're all trying to make sense of the world in a way that registers with them.
Right.
And to be able to not just pass on sterile notions, but to embody them.
That's right.
And so that they can touch it and say, yeah, mommy's not well, there's something going on there, but she's not losing her marbles, and she's trying this and she's trying that, not because she's out there with the fairies, which she'd quite happily be, but because, she's tried the standard routes. She's tried the conventional route. She's
right.
still
And they're not
trying,
working. And they're not working.
and it's not working.
That's exactly right.
The tests are being done.
Yep.
The proof is there that attempts are being made in a very genuine sense. They focus. However, that avenue is not delivering the answers.
But I think it's good for, and I'm kind of hearing psychically again from, because again, I stay connected, and if my team has something to say, I think it's a combination of people. I don't care who they are. I care about the message. It's kind of like, this is why big pharma is so afraid, is because as people move more and more into finding their own answers, it starts to threaten their paradigm, is the word that I'm hearing.
Yes.
So it's going to be natural that they're going to continue to try to find ways to deceive and kind of misdirect, is the word I'm hearing, kind of like a magician. They're showing me like a magician misdirecting people. It's like, and I'm not trying to be a conspiracy, but they're saying, as we shift into a more holistic approach, what we've been trusting is not going to be trustworthy anymore. And they're not going to go down without a fight. In the long run, whether that happens in our lifetime, I don't think will be the case, but that approach will eventually take hold. And they're kind of giving me a little bit more, and just kind of saying that they're acknowledging that it is a challenge, though, for those of us who are not seeing the naked king, right? It's like, because those of us who are seeing beyond that is our challenge. And we are, again, I don't feel like in our lifetime that that's going to shift, right? We're kind of those pioneers that it's going to be generations before that shift actually takes hold. So what I'm saying is, the spirit is acknowledging that it's challenging for us to be in that space where so many others around us are going to continue to believe that this is the proper way to eat, or this is what I need to do with my body, or that the doctor has all the answers. So they are acknowledging, for people like yourself and I and plenty of others, not from a state of arrogance or ego, but they are acknowledging that pioneer type of experience that we are having in an agreement to shift society for generations to come, because we are walking a path that is very different from what everyone else is walking.